Cheers. About to go for a beach walk. About to see the sunrise. Car is warming up. Ooh. Ooh. It says it's 18 degrees outside. Probably is. Like a bit of water to wash that down. Hey Matt, how you going? Mm. How are you, Matt? Matt, guess what? Shake, 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 shake. Calling Debbie Sue. Debbie Sue. Hey Philip, how you going? Debbie Sue. Shake, 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 shake. Twist and shout like you did last summer. Shake, 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 shake. Okay, the car's warm. Okay, I've still got a little bit there. Come on. Go, 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 go. Shake, 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 shake. Okay, got it. We got it. We got it. Guys, is it like watching that video I just made and uploaded last night or your morning or whatever it was for you guys? Okay, I'm going to put the phone down because I'm about to go to see the sunrise. And we can't hold the phone, right? I was having a giggle, guys. So I'm talking about my latest upload, my long form video, because I was like, this is exactly like when I go to the beach, right? Because I do my little thing in the car, I call Debbie Sue and say, hi, Debbie Sue, shake, 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 shake. And then I do, get to the beach just in time for sunrise. I always go, oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. And then I look at the sunrise and I'm like, wow, what am I grateful for? Like all the things I'm grateful for. And then I do my jumping for joy. And then I ask you what you're grateful for. So I had to have a giggle, guys. I thought it was quite fun. Look, that video is probably not going to go amazingly because it's not my real. I mean, it's not like a real adventure kind of thing. But to be honest, it's my adventure every morning. Most mornings, not every morning. So I think it's kind of unique to have that on my channel. Plus, it's winter. It's the start of winter. I am not fabulously in love with winter, but I am in love with the sunrise. I'm in love with the sunrise. Okay, let's drink this. So welcome in, guys. Thanks for being here. We're about to see the sunrise. It is 6:30 a.m. in southeast Queensland in Australia. It is Wednesday morning. And what it also means on Wednesday is Dancing with Dora tonight. Have I made my video for tonight? No. Do I have a dance ready? No. Do I have a million dances that I could use? Yes. So, yeah, stay tuned for tonight, or which will be in the morning for you guys. There will be a Dancing with Dora short. So every Wednesday I do a Dancing with Dora short. And it's not because I'm a fabulous dancer. It's because I just think it's a bit of fun, right? And I think in life we need to have a little bit of fun. At myself, it's not always directed at you guys. It's also about myself, right? Like I dance because it's fun. Sometimes it's funny, especially when we're editing the video. I go, oh my goodness, what is this? I'm dancing like crazy. But I don't care. Like I just don't care. And I think the more people that don't care what people think about them, the better, right? I was also thinking about that when I was editing the video that I posted, on my last long form video. That people won't get that I'm like bring, 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 Debbie Sue. No one needs to get that. I don't care. I really just don't care because it's about me enjoying my life, and Debbie Sue gets it, and a few of you get it. They just think it's cute, right? A stranger would be like, "What the hell? That's a bit weird." But again, like, if a stranger doesn't get like that, well, they're not going to like my channel, are they? So I might as well, not have them subscribe. And, my channel might take a long time to grow because I am a little bit different. But you know what? I think I'd rather be different than the cookie cut YouTubers out there that do all the right things in all the right places and all the right times. The sun is coming up. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Oh my gosh, there's lots of people at the beach this morning because the sun is rising. The sun is rising. Let's go, Dora. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's park, 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 park. Okay, ready? Are you ready for the sunrise? Look at it. It's coming. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. Stop talking, Dora. Attack, attack. All right, let's go. Oh, shit. Oh, I stood on a rock. Run, run, Dora, run. No, we're not running. We're just in time. So you know the drill, guys. I'm going to go down the beach, put my hands up in the air and say, what are you grateful for? Then I'm going to do my own jumping for joy. So if you want to tell us what you're grateful for this morning, or just tell yourself what you're grateful for today or this evening, wherever you are in the world, I think the more things we can be grateful for, the better we're grateful, right? All right, let's put the tripod down. G'day. Line you up. There we go. Oh, nice. All right, that could have been a sneak peek to this week's Dancing with Dora, if I can't find anything in a hurry. All right, there is the sunrise, guys. There is the sunrise. If you'd like to tell us what you're grateful for this morning, you're welcome to. If you just said it internally, I'm proud of you. If you said lots of different things, excellent. I think the more things you can be grateful for, the more things you can be grateful for. And thank you, universe, for this beautiful, beautiful sun that's just rising above us. That my friends, well, Philip, good morning, mate. And this beautiful sunrise will be in my friends' future. Matt and Debbie Sue. I think it's CL. I can't see the chat now, guys. Mike Adventure Sparks, I think. Oh, guys, I can't see. Literally can't see. The sun is blinding right now. But you know what? This is your future, guys. The future is sunny. The future is sunny. Wow. Take a moment to, really enjoy that, guys. Well, put it this way, guys. I'm taking my own. Hopefully you're all back. I don't know. If I've lost you, I've lost you. But I found myself. Here I am on the beach, barefoot, and just taking a big, deep breath. These birds are a bit loud. Come on, guys. You know what? It adds to the sunrise, doesn't it? It really does. So if you're new here, because I can't actually see if anyone is new here or not, welcome in. This is the sunrise on Sunday morning, the 3rd of June in southeast Queensland, Australia. This is Redcliffe, and this is my morning. And I've got to say, I'm pretty damn grateful. I'm sure it gets old of you guys hearing me say that I'm so grateful that I woke up this morning. But you know what? It's not old. It's actually spot on. Well, all I know is I hope my family and my friends that I cherish and my family, well, obviously I cherish my family too, all wake up this morning. Now, I wonder what beholds this day. I've got some swimmers coming at us. I don't know if you can see that, guys, but there's some actual swimmers in the water there. Probably can't see it. We've got some yogis down here on the grass. I know you can't see them, but there's some yogis all up there doing their yoga. It must have had a few people walk on the beach because you can see some footprints. We have the moon still up. I don't know if you can see that, but the moon is still up. There's some seagulls. Hello, seagull. All right, I've got to finish drinking this. Hello, Pops. Now, I'm remembering Pop's name. What is Pop's name? Or do we just call him Pop? I think it's just Pop, isn't it? Hey, Pop, how you going? Welcome in. Good timing, yeah. This is sunrise on Wednesday morning here, Pop, in southeast Queensland in Australia. And it's winter here. A CL, hey CL, how you going? The seagulls, I know. Hey CL, have you ever tried to draw a bird? I have not drawn a bird before. I like to draw like what I'm looking at, and obviously birds don't stay still. So it's a bit hard to, paint them. So if you don't know who I'm talking about CL, what's her full name? CL Fantasy Waves Art Studio. Awesome channel. CL's from Florida. So she's got some nice sunny weather down her way. I'm not sure what winter's really like in Florida, but I'm sure it gets a little chilly. But obviously it's summer there right now. It's probably stinking hot, which I'd be absolutely loving. Now, I don't know if you can see this, guys. There's some swimmers. There you go. Little splashes. Splash, splash, splash. Yeah, CL does amazing paintings. You go and watch her and she's just painting up a storm. She's painting this or she's painting that. She loves painting lighthouses. And I am obsessed with lighthouses. So, yeah, I don't know what you're painting lately. What did I paint? What did I watch the other day? Sorry, I always forget what I watch. This is probably the issue about watching too many channels. And that's why I try not to watch too many channels at the moment, because otherwise I just don't, you know, don't actually take in what I'm watching. You know what I'm saying? Like when you start watching too many channels, you can start, not really taking it in. Obviously, clearly I'm not taking it in because I've just forgotten what she was painting. Look at that. See all the swimmers? There's actually about, hold on, let me count there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can see 8 swimmers. There's one at the front here, going for gold. Going for gold. So they go in just here and they're going to swim to the end. Where that cliff is up there, that's called Scott's Point. And then they're going to swim all the way back. So they do this a couple times in the morning, a couple times through the week. And given that it is winter, they are wearing wetsuits. Most of them are. There'll be a couple of brave souls that aren't. I know a lot of you guys have met Gabriella. We were walking with her last week, actually, on the beach. I would say that she should join by herself. But she was like, do you want to join? I'm like, I would like to. I mean, it'd be a bit of fun. But I'm going to say, I am a little precious. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I could do it. Actually, you know what? I could do it. I'm just being a sook. Like I said, it's cold. It's winter, right? And if you watched my live stream on Monday morning, on the 1st of June here in Australia is winter. I'm not sure if is it reverse for you guys, if like in America and Canada and the UK, is the 1st of June summer for you? I think you've already started summer like back in May. But here in Australia, 1st of June is the start of winter. And maybe I could swim in summer. I don't know. But on Monday I the ocean and I tell you, she was fresh. Mind you, it was 8 o'clock in the morning. So this is 2 hours after these guys, and well, actually an hour and a half. And oh my goodness, I'd be screaming. Actually, I think I'd be loving it actually. And actually, I think I would actually improve a lot, my mental health, my health, just by doing that act of swimming in the morning like that. Hmm. You know what? Maybe we should challenge ourselves. Maybe we should join. I'm not saying I'm going to do it every Wednesday morning, but it would actually be quite good. I do like swimming. Does anyone like swimming? I'd love to know in the chat. Let me turn the chat around so I can see again. The moon is insane. Yes, the moon is insane. It is insane. It is insane. Okay, I'm really far away. We've got Mike, Convention Sparks. I was right. Hey, Dora, it is Pop. Okay, yes, Pop. CL's got it sticky and humid and hot. Debbie Sue's got, wow, this is a beautiful scene, Dora. It is, isn't it beautiful? I was blocking in the beach scene. What does blocking mean? Oh, I'm scratching my head trying to think I know I watched your video, CL, because I really, really like your content. So I know I watched it. Anyway. It has a heron in it. Oh my gosh, I don't know. Pop's got it, 7 p.m. Central Time. Wow. Okay, 7 o'clock on Tuesday night for Pop. That'd be the same for Texas, I guess. Is it the same for Virginia, Debbie Sue? Is it 7 o'clock for you? Are you classed as Central Time, Debbie Sue? I don't know. Philip's got here, I can swim at the beach, but I can't swim in chlorinated water. I'm allergic to chlorine. Ah, yeah, well. And you do go swimming at the beach, don't you? Deborah! Hey, Deb. Welcome in, Deb. You know, when I see Deb, it means I'm going to see a pelican today, guys. We're going to see a pelican today. Because my friend, Deb Warwick, loves pelicans. And every time I see a pelican, I go, where's Deb? And I call Deb in. I go, Deb, calling Deb. Sometimes it works and she turns up. But sometimes she turns up before we see a pelican. And that is a good indicator that we're going to see a pelican today. Now, I'm just finishing off the rest of this and then we're walking, guys. We are walking. CL's got here, I like swimming at the beach, but I have to watch out for rips. Yes, you do. The really cool thing about this area where I live is obviously there is an island in front of us. Let me zoom in. You can see an island. You can see an island in front of us. So there's not the big waves that can be seen on many, videos about Australia. And of course, you will see rips. So they've all done a bit of a stop here. So they're all stopping there. Probably just waiting for their other friends to catch up. So that's good. So if I join their group, I'm not going to be like left behind. They catch up and they wait for you. So that's nice. That's good to know. Maybe I'll look into it. Maybe I'll talk to Gabriella. Maybe I'll wait for summer. Because I don't want to have a look. I don't have a wetsuit. I just don't think I could. I don't think I could swim without a wetsuit. But there's a guy out there. I can see he's got a shirt on. Sorry, no shirt on. So he's actually swimming without a wetsuit. It's amazing. Do you reckon it's possible that I could swim out there without a wetsuit in winter? Just because I don't want to buy a wetsuit when I know that I'm not going to commit to do that all the time, right? It's a bit of an expense I don't really need to have. Everyone's saying hey to Deb. Deb is from Spring, Texas. So that is Central Time for Deb, isn't it? That's right, isn't it? Central Time is Texas? Oh, okay. So Deb is not part of Central Time. She's an hour ahead. That's good to know. Good to know. Blocking is the first real layer of paint. There will be more layers coming. Okay, maybe I haven't seen your latest video. Maybe I saw your latest one before that. Okay, so Debbie Sue is Eastern Time. Okay, Eastern Standard. Okay, so there was a premiere for CL's video. So, okay, well, there's a video to go watch. And I know there's a new video to go watch. No, I actually watched it, guys. I watched it. I watched it. Debbie Sue showed us the river. Oh my gosh, I've wanted to see the river for so long. So, obviously, everyone in the chat knows Simply Debbie Sue. And if you don't, check her out, guys. Check her out. Now, while everyone's still a moderator, you can check each other out, right? Because you can just simply click on the link if you're on your phone and click away. I talked about the last couple of days ago that I'm actually going to take all the moderators off, just because I have done that is that you guys can make friends. You guys are all friends now, so and I mean a lot of the time you guys are friends on other people's channels too. So I was just big headed in myself there, thinking that you can make a new friend. But I mean, a lot of people did meet new people through my channel, and that's okay. And that's the whole purpose, right? So now that I've done that, I'm not that worried about trolls so much. So I will go back and put a couple people as moderators, but slowly and slowly. So don't be upset if you lose moderator, your blue thing. It doesn't mean anything, guys. It just means that you're here like everyone else watching a live stream, right? And I think we need to get away from that feeling of like, oh, I'm better. I've got the blue moderator jacket. It means nothing, guys. You have to sit there and get rid of trolls, which, I personally don't really care about trolls, but I understand that sometimes trolls piss off people in my chat. Hence why I need to have a moderator or two. Because, if you're waiting for Dora to get rid of them, I'll see it 15 minutes later because I'm always gabbing away. So I understand that moderators are needed. But I just don't want a new person coming to my chat and seeing all these blue handles. It just means it's not very friendly, right? Even though you might be friendly to them, it's just that I know that when I go to a live stream and there's just all moderators, even though they welcome me in, I don't it doesn't feel the same, guys. It feels like everyone is more special than I am. And I think I'm special, guys. I'm special. You know what I'm saying? I'm not wanting a moderator jacket, but it just feels like everyone is a moderator. So why aren't I a moderator? You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So don't be concerned. In a couple of days' time, I will turn it off. I've got to figure out how to do that. So this might happen in a month's time. It might take a year's time. Don't particularly want to do it individually. That's just too hard, and I just really couldn't be bothered. Oh, wait on, guys. They're turning around. Okay, they didn't actually go for very far. Maybe it's too cold out there, guys. They've actually just turned around. This person looks like he's coming in. That's interesting. Must be too cold this morning. But back to Debbie Sue's river. Debbie Sue always talks about the river. Not always, but she subtly mentions, you can hear the water if the car's not going past, annoying Debbie Sue when she's sitting on her porch, telling us the story. But yeah, when she talks about the river, I go, I want to see this river. Well, by George, she showed us the river. And it was beautiful. And I had these images of playing around, dancing around. Of course I was dancing around in the river. And how, in summertime, how beautiful and refreshing that river would be. Wondering also how clean it is. I'm sure you wouldn't drink the water. I mean, that's, today's age, you probably don't drink water that's, in kind of, if you drink water that's up a mountain, right? That way it's kind of clean. And we've got Wayne from Fabric Studios. Hello, welcome in, mate. Thank you for making my latest video, your community post, your community engagement. Thank you. You're lovely for that. CL's got here, a group of pelicans hang out down the road from my house. Oh, that's cool. That is cool. Actually, guys, it's nighttime for you guys, a lot of you guys. If you aren't connected with Fabric Studio, go check out his latest video. I dare you to, because it'll put you to bed. That way you don't need to watch my live stream. Go to bed. Because you know what? A good night's sleep is like the best medicine you can get. And Fabric Studio's latest video, you have thunder and lightning, and it just puts you in that mood. I clicked on his video this morning to check it out after I'd done a meditation and went, okay, that sounds so amazing. You need to listen to that at nighttime. Obviously, it's my morning, right? So I don't want to go to sleep. I want to go to the beach and check out the sunrise with my friends. So welcome in, friends. If you're new here, welcome. Okay, I'm going to put the phone down. I'm just quickly going to get to the end of my chat. I never can get to right to the end of the chat. Okay, I'm at the end of the chat. Okay, what did you want me to? I'd always come back. I don't care about moderating that childish. That's childish. Exactly. Thanks, Matt. I know. And I know it's not just, like I know that most of my friends don't care, but I just have to give that warning because I know that, I've accidentally taken people off moderation and they've got upset. And, it was by accident. So that's why I'm kind of trying to tell people beforehand so don't upset the apple cart. But anyway, I'm going to put you down. We're going walking, okay? I'm going to take my keys. I'll be back. Hey guys, we have a hat because it's quite sunny, right? We have a sunrise and we have a beach, so it means we've got to walk. We gotta walk, 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 walk this way, walk this way. All right, we can't stop talking. And we've got Heart's Humble Homestead. Hey Kirsty, how you going, buddy? How's Dean? How's the family? How's the animals? How's the homestead? Hopefully, I've lost a few of you guys. They've gone to check out Wayne's channel. Well, Wayne's video. I think most of you know Fabric Studio. But hopefully I have. I don't mind. I'm going to be honest, guys. I don't, this live stream is not here to, make me $1 million, right? That's not the point. The point is that I'm going to walk anyway on the beach in the mornings, most mornings. So, I'm going to take you along sometimes. Sometimes I won't take you along. Like yesterday morning, I decided to go to the beach myself and have a little adventure because, got to think about my own cup, right? So, yeah. And where am I going with this? Yes, so I don't know where I was going with this. I'm not going to make $1 million out of live streaming. No, I'm not. And, because there's many things, the YouTubers will look at, the YouTube gurus will look at my channel and go, my God, where do you start with this girl? Oh, well, don't start. It doesn't matter. Because you know what? I'm just going to have fun on my channel. And I do like to make new friends. A lot of you guys are all my new friends, right? Your new friends that have become friends. And I love that. I absolutely love that. But I really would like to make some new friends also. So that's why I was telling you about the moderator thing. I just really want it to be nice and easy for someone to come in and say hello, have a look at the sunrise, and then zap out. Not feel uncomfortable about coming to my live stream if they're new here. Because once upon a time, you guys were all new here too. Okay, Matt's checked out Pop's channel. That's great. You had me at koalas painting and beaches, Dora. Well, people come to different channels for different reasons, right? Okay, yeah, the guys are coming out of the water already. That's interesting. I wonder. Okay, let's fill the water, guys. Let's be brave. Let's be brave. Okay, it doesn't feel that bad. But mind you, it's only my little posies are in. I don't know why they didn't swim that much far today. Maybe it's only a short one today. But yeah, generally they swim right down. Oh, in saying that, they've probably got jobs to go to, so they can't be here all morning. This person looks like they're going in. Well, note they've got wetsuits on. Oh, look at this dog. Look at this dog. It's a dachshund. Dachshunds are the most funniest dogs ever. Look at it. Look at it. Look at the ears. The ears are only touching the ground. Technically, you're not supposed to have dogs on this beach, but hey, I think it's quite unique sometimes seeing a dog on the beach. There is a dog beach further down. On a Friday, I sometimes take you down there. It's called Queen's Beach. So that is our official dog beach here on Redcliffe. And the dogs absolutely love tearing around, jumping into the water, shaking it all over everyone. So yeah, it's not one of those beaches you sit out and have a barbecue, picnic, because the dogs will just shake water all over you, all over your fish and chips. Man, can I just say, winter is glorious for sunrises. And I'm going to be honest, it's so much easier to see a sunrise in winter for me because it rises at 6:30. And every day for a couple more weeks, or at least another month, it'll get longer and longer. So we'll get to about 6:45. So I'll actually be able to get a sleep in, guys. Well, actually, do. I won't change my alarm clock. I'll still say to 6 o'clock. But 6 o'clock in the morning, I do a meditation first. Not every morning, but that's my. Am I back? Bring. Haha, very funny, Nicholas. That is actually, I'd pay that one, Nicholas. I like that. Thank you, Nicholas. Welcome in, mate. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I don't know. Am I back? I don't know. I buffed again. I don't know what's going on. There's a whole lot of renovations and stuff happening over this way. So maybe that's blocking. I don't know. Normally I'm able to walk. No issues. Now I have issues. You're back. Okay, thank you. How long have I been back? Did you hear me singing? You're back. You're back. Backstreet Boys are back. Okay, I was asking the question. Who reads anymore, guys? Who's reading a book at the moment? Love to know. Who's reading a book at the moment? I'm reading a book called You Are Enough. You've Done Enough. Talking about that, sometimes doing very little is enough. And that doing too much is just not enough. Well, it's not enough. You're never going to get stuff done. Well, I know simply myself. I mean, clearly ADHD, right? I start so many projects, and yeah, you're lucky if any of them get finished. So I surprise myself when I actually do get a video out, guys, because I start a video and I have 3 million ideas about another video at the same time as I'm making a video. So then I start another video. So my iMovie is ridiculous. There are so many half videos. Like I've been talking about a video from Ibiza for about, a year and a half. We disconnected again. Lavender's Rock. Keep walking, Dora. Obviously this area down here with all the cranes, I don't know, maybe it's the cranes. Maybe it's all the buildings that stop, the phone lines. Oh well, it is what it is. I'm not going to get precious over it. It is what it is. If I lose half of you, I lose half of you. Swimmers have another little chat over here. Okay, so some swimmers, they came back and they just went this way. So maybe this is the short version today. Okay, Debbie Sue says she hasn't been reading much because she's been writing more. But that's also a practice in itself, right? Writing. I love who does write. I mean, Debbie Sue does, I know that. But does anyone do any writing then? Seems to be the only writing I do is travel, like in my travel journal when I'm traveling. And that's only when I remember to do it. Nicholas calls his diary my Billy Ray, my diary. I'm not talking about a work diary, guys. I'm talking of a diary, like dear diary. I did this today. You know what? I actually have a box full of diaries, even from like when I was about a teenager, and they've actually got locks on them, and I've lost the keys. So I actually need to get the locks cut, and I'd be curious to see what I actually wrote. Would anyone be curious to see what I wrote? Oh my gosh. I know I'd be scared to show anyone what I wrote, to be honest. I can only imagine. Can you imagine what a 14-year-old Dora wrote in her diary? Can you imagine? Oh, Nicholas Journals. That's great. I reckon, Nicholas, a lot of that stuff would be on your, on your changes to your lifestyle and how proud you are of yourself. I bet you any money they are. Does work material count? No, it doesn't count. Hell, you have to do that for your job. Reading for pleasure, right? Or writing for pleasure. Debbie Sue, can you imagine a 14-year-old Dora? Trust me, I probably won't even be able to read the writing to start with. I mean, my writing is atrocious. I write like a doctor. And, you can't even read doctors' writing. I can't read my writing. I used to, uh, my old life, when I had a corporate job, I had staff that used to have to, decode my writing. They'd be like, okay, I can't. So I'd read my writing and go, oh, God, I can't even read what I'm writing. And then, yeah, one of my staff would have to say, yep, I know what that says. That says this. Well, how do you know? They say, we've looked at your writing for so long now that we can, understand your gibberish, basically. I'm like, oh, God. Once upon a time, I used to have actually really, really nice writing. Debbie Sue, I bet you have really nice writing. So my dad was a school teacher, primary school teacher. So, writing correctly was part of the curriculum back then. Because these days, I don't think they would give a shit about writing. They're like, just use a tablet or, a computer. But anyway, back in the day, so my dad would bring those lessons home. And, he would make us do extra homework, guys. My dad was a bloody slave master. No, in a nice way. Because it's important to write properly. And I don't know, he wouldn't be very happy about my writing right now. But if I slow it down, I can actually write quite nicely. So he used to, the saying, the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog? Apparently that saying has all the letters in the alphabet. So we would have to write that many times to practice the alphabet. Debbie Sue, you're a lefty too. I'm a lefty also. We are kindred spirits, my friend. We are. Yeah, I think there's something about left-handers. They write over their writing, so it makes it a bit difficult to write, right? That's my story anyway. It's really interesting how some people are left-handed and most people are right. It's very interesting. I don't know what it is. Got a feeling CL's left-handed. CL, are you left-handed by chance? She might have gone by now, but I've got a feeling. Does anyone think that CL would be left-handed? Of course we're kindred spirits, Dora. Of course, of course. We don't need to keep on testing the theory, right? We are. We are. I keep on looking, Debbie Sue, for Anna Green Gables. Actually, Nicholas, can you do me a favour? Nicholas, can you do me a dear favour? If you're on a computer, I dare say you probably are on a computer. I don't know, are you? I'm not sure. But anyway, could someone Google for me? Because I mean, Netflix in Australia is different to Netflix in America and the States. Oh, in UK. I've only got Netflix and I've got Prime. That's enough for us here in Australia. Well, I mean, there's many things we can subscribe to, but even two of those subscribing things are too much. But anyway, Nicholas, could you do me a favour and see if Anna Green Gables is on Netflix or Prime here in Australia? Just curious. I've never even looked because I've been looking at the op shops that I work at and different op shops I go into for Anna Green and Gables, the video or the DVD, should I say, or even the books. I've been looking for the books too because I thought it'd be really nice to be able to read the books. Freeview. It's on Freeview? Is it? What channel? You have them all. Okay. Maybe I should try to get them from Amazon or something like that, because it'd be very difficult to find them from the op shops. And Debbie Sue, maybe we could do a book club. Like, I'll read the first book, you read the first book, and then we can chat about it. That'd be cute. Who wants to join the book club? I mean, you have to get Anna Green Gable books. Would that be cute, guys? That'd just be very weird. But anyway, hey, stranger things can happen. Download the app. It's in movie section. Oh, okay. Right. Okay. I'll check it out. I'll check it out. Can you imagine, Debbie Sue? I mean, I can imagine actually reading the book and then, chatting with a couple people about it. We could just do it via email even. Doesn't have to be a live stream thing or we can chat about it on the chat. Okay. Have I lost my friend Deb? Deb Warwick, I think we have. I've lost you. Probably with all the disconnections, I've lost her. Just know, guys, when I get disconnected and it starts buffing, I actually stay on the live stream because most times it comes back. It sometimes does take a little longer, but I don't actually, I just stay holding the phone, swearing at it, going, God damn, another disconnected. No, I don't even bother, guys. It doesn't matter to me. I'm really just, it is what it is. I used to get really upset when it disconnected because I'd lose half the chat. And now I'm just like, oh, well, they've gone somewhere else to watch someone else, and that's okay, right? No one owns anyone. Well, I'm excited for today, guys. It's a work day for me, and I'm excited. I'm working in a shop today that I haven't been working with for a while, with one of my clients. So I'm seeing friends I haven't worked with for a while. And when you're working when you work for yourself, you don't actually have work colleagues, right? So, it's a bit lonely, I'll be honest. It's a little bit lonely working for yourself. Your clients aren't really, your colleagues, right? That'd be weird. But when I work in particular places, they start becoming, hello puppy, they start becoming your work colleagues. So it's nice to catch up with some of these ladies again, and guys, should I say. Actually, one of the guys is from South Africa. So I talked to him about the upcoming trip, that one of the places I'm going to is South Africa. Actually, I do need to catch up. I need to send a message to, I've got a friend. So my social media started, well, I say social media, it sounds so weird. My social media, like content creation kind of stuff, started on Instagram. I mean, I really started on YouTube, but I posted and I just didn't understand how it worked. And, I had no subscribers, so no one watched my video. So I didn't feel the love. So I went, oh, this is just too hard. I didn't know how YouTube worked, right? So I ran over to Instagram. So I started an Instagram page called Exploradora80, same name. And I built that up to about 5,000 subscribers. But I realised that it's very, very fake over in Instagram. People, it's not real. I'm very real. I just tell it how it is and show it how it is. So people don't like that. It's very curated over on Instagram. Pretty pictures, you know, touched up videos, touched up photos. I mean, I made some friends. This is the point, though. This is the point. I still made some friends, right? I'm one of those people that, I like making friends. It's a thing. And I made friends with a lady called Sharon. And Sharon is from South Africa. And she's from Cape Town. And I told her one day we would do a live dance together. Maybe not live, but like we'll do a dance together. Because we've actually done a dance together. So on Instagram, that's where I started my Dancing with Dora on a Wednesday. So if you go to my Instagram page, you'll see nothing pretty much but Dancing with Dora funny things. There is a folder, I don't know what we call it, a folder, I don't know, something there that I've put all my Dancing with Dora videos. And I've been doing this for about 3 years, guys. So there's quite a few dances there. Like I pretty much come back every Wednesday, like a boomerang. And yeah, pretty much I post and ghost there. I don't really engage too much. I feel like it's a waste of time on Instagram, to be honest. But I still do it because it's good to have. Well, actually, I edit my videos on Instagram for shorts. Because I don't know about you guys, but making a short on the YouTube app is not very easy to do. It's not very, I don't know, it's not counterintuitive. I don't like it. I'm just saying, YouTube, I do not like your short app. It's hard to edit. It's very difficult. Where Instagram Reels, which is the same thing, right? Short videos, is really, really good. Really good. I really like it. So I make it over there, I save it, and then I put it over on YouTube to some music. So it's always interesting. Oh, hey Maria, how are you going? Yeah, Debbie Sue's got, I don't care about Instagram. Yeah, and I get it. But that's why I do. Yeah, that's why I still use Instagram, just because I make my videos over there, my shorts. It's just so much easier, especially when you're adding a lot more clips together and stuff. So I did believe it or not, guys, my crazy dances, once upon a time used to add, when I used to be quite active on Instagram, would, get people laughing and enjoying a little giggle. And that's okay if it's on me. I don't care. That's the point, right? To giggle. But yeah, I used to have people actually send me videos and go, hey, let's do a collab together. I've had that a few times on Instagram. Like my friend Vicky from Aging Well sent me a video and I edited that together. But we weren't dancing together, right? We were dancing side by side on YouTube. But anyway, so yeah, a friend on YouTube, Sharon, sent me a video. She was like the first person to send me this, like 3 years ago or something, probably even 4 years ago, to be honest. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And when you collab together, it shows it to their friends, right? And yeah, I got a bit more of a following from that because she was a bigger creator. So that was kind of nice. I'm sure those people never came back, but that's all right. They're one of those 5,000 people that don't watch my videos. Anyway, we always said, obviously when you start working with someone like with a collab, you go back and forth, you're happy with that, you like that, blah, blah, blah. And, you get to know them. So, yeah, I really got to bond, well, not bond, but, get to know her a little bit better than I kind of know from comments. Just like, this is why I like doing lives, because I kind of get to know you guys a little bit better. You probably get to know me way more than you want to get to know me. That's okay. So, yeah, anyway, so I said to her, one day we'll do a dance together. One day you'll come to Australia or one day I'll come to South Africa. Well, that one day is going to come in a couple of months' times. So I have 2 nights free at night time in South Africa after, days of doing stuff. So I'm going to try to organise, hopefully she's available, because it'd be really a shame to go all the way to South Africa and not meet her, right? So I've talked a few times about meeting, strangers. Like, I met Paul, right? Paul was a stranger to me. Paul D. Australia in Bali. I met last year, one of my great friends from Instagram. I've made some awesome friends from Instagram. So I'm not going to poo-poo Instagram that much, guys, because even though I don't really do much over there other than edit a video and post it because I've just edited it over there and mainly use it on Instagram, YouTube, but I made some really good friends. Like, for example, I made a friend with a lady called Rachel. She's from Guacamole. Oh, guacamole. Oh my God. She's from Guatemala. Oh my goodness. She's from Guatemala / America, but she was backpacking around Australia, like you do, and she met. I'm going to tell you the story, guys. Oh, hey, Teacher Kelly Tag, how you going? You just finished a workout. That's great. Okay, guys, I've got a story time about this gorgeous friend of mine that I met on Instagram. Let me tell you the story. It's a beautiful love story. If you like love stories or travel love stories, this is a story for you. So Rachel was backpacking around Australia, and when you're backpacking, you've got to be resourceful, right? You want to do everything, but you can't do everything because you ain't got enough money. But if you share the cost, you can do a lot more things. Just like when I'm going to South Africa, I'm sharing the cost so I can do more things. So she wanted to buy a car and travel north. So she was in Brisbane, which is like 30 minutes this way, the capital of Queensland where I live. And she wanted to travel up to the Great Barrier Reef because, why wouldn't you? If you're in Australia, you've got to see the Great Barrier Reef, right? And the road trip from Brisbane up to the Great Barrier Reef is epic. Absolutely beautiful. You're driving along the coast and there's just beautiful beach after beach after beach. Some beaches, hardly anyone on there, some completely busy, right? And and then the higher you go, the water just gets more crystal clear and clear and clear. Like, this is not exactly crystal clear, but if you go north more, it becomes clearer and clearer. And then you start getting reefs, and there's a lot of things. Anyway, she needed to share the cost. So in the backpacker hostel, she put a sign up saying, does anyone want to join me? And a random guy from France said, I'd love to join you. And of course, they traveled together. And it took a couple of weeks, but they started liking each other and they fell in love. Then they traveled all around Australia together in that car. And obviously she went back to America, to her family. He went back to France. I did the long distance relationship. And they said, you know what? We love each other. So vice versa, they would, visit each other. And they decided that they would get married and they would live in France, in Paris, of all places, guys. Paris. So she moved to Paris, and it's been over 10 years now. They had their 10-year anniversary of meeting maybe a year ago or something. No, maybe only a couple of months ago, actually. A year ago, I met her, actually, funny enough. But anyway, I digress. So she is in the process of, becoming a French citizen. It's not easy to become a French citizen. You actually have to learn the language. And living in France, I don't know if you've heard about living in France and Paris, it's not easy. It is not easy. You really do need to learn the language. And if you if you don't do a very good job, they'll tell you about it. They are very, they're not, they don't sugarcoat it. So she's actually found it really, really hard to adjust to living in France. She has, family there, obviously her brother-in-law and sister-in-law, and she started to make friends with work and stuff like that, but she's found it quite hard. And on her Instagram, she shows that. And, so it was really, really nice to connect with her. And of course, she's a Zumba teacher back in the day in America. She doesn't do it in France. But she goes, hey, I'll teach you some Zumba moves. Let's do a video together. So, we did she she coordinated choreographed, my God. She choreographed a Zumba dance to a particular song. She made the song, not made the song, but she made the dance. She sent it to me. She said, learn it. So I learnt it. And then I did the dance. So then I basically edited it into together. I have shared it on my Instagram page. And yeah, it was so much fun. And Zumba's actually really fun, guys. Has anyone tried Zumba? I reckon my friend teacher Kelly Tagg likes Zumba. I have a feeling CL likes Zumba too. I don't know why I think that. But yeah, Zumba's so much fun. Anyway, it was so much fun. And I posted it on Instagram, and all our friends, that we're friends with on Instagram, absolutely adored it. They thought it was so much fun. And we always said, one day we'll meet. She even introduced me to a friend. Get this, guys. So you guys know my name is not really Dora, right? It's a nickname. It is a name, but it's not like a Christian name or my birth name. My birth name is Mutiara. And she said to me one day, she goes, I know another Mutiara. I said, ball. She's like, no joke. I actually know another Mutiara. She's a content creator. I'll introduce you. And she goes, and guess what? She's living in Australia. I'm like, so anyway, she introduces me through the comments, or no, through DMs. You can DM each other on Instagram, right? That's the thing about Instagram. You can know each other a bit better. So she DMs us together. She goes, Mutiara, meet Explorer Dora 80. Her name is Mutiara. So it's so weird. And I'm like, hi, Mutiara. This is me saying this in the chat. Hi, Mutiara. My name is Mutiara, really. My nickname is Dora. It's like, oh, wow. And anyway, she's from Indonesia, where my mum's from, where my name's from. And yeah, she lives in Toowoomba, which is about 2 hours away from me. And we said, oh, one day we'll catch up. Anyway, one day I was in Cairns and I was posting on my Instagram that I was in Cairns. And Mutiara said, oh my gosh, I'm also in Cairns. Let's catch up. So guess what? Mutiara and Mutiara caught up in Cairns. It was really, really cool. And of course, we had to ring Rach and say, hey, Rach, we met each other. So that was a really cool story. Anyway, last year, I ended up going to a wedding in Lyon. And of course, I had to go via Paris because I love Paris. So on my way home. And of course, one of the main things I had to do in Paris, it wasn't to see the Eiffel Tower. It was to catch up with my friend Rach. And yeah, we ended up catching up. We had the most beautiful day together. It's actually a video that I need to make and edit. And it shows you us meeting for the first time and going for a walk in the streets of Paris. And I had brought a few things with me in my backpack, like a bottle of wine and a cup or two. I had a croissant with me. And yeah, we went I believe we went to the bottle shop or the grocery store to get some cheese and some salami. No, actually, no, I bought it already. That morning I went to a market. So this is a travel story and a travel story, guys. Yeah, that morning I went to this amazing market in Paris. And I tell you, it's my favourite market I've ever been to. And one day I'll edit this video. But guys, I'm by myself, right? I'm living my best life. I'm sitting there having a cup of tea at a stand-up bar in the middle of a marketplace. There's flowers behind me. Debbie Sue, you would have loved all the flowers. There's fresh fruit in front of me, like all this beautiful fresh fruit. And there's like, oh my gosh, there's fresh croissants and baguettes. There's salami and there's a fromagerie, cheese everywhere. I'm going like absolutely crazy. But anyway, I'm just sitting there having a cup of tea going, what am I going to eat? And then I see someone eating crepes. So I'm like, I've got to eat a crepe, don't I? Because I'm in Paris. You eat a crepe. So then I ate a crepe. Everyone's looking out the water. So yeah, then I saw, my gosh. Then I got some French cheese and then I got some salami. I bought a croissant for the picnic. Yeah, so anyway, we ended up meeting up, walking the streets. We went to this beautiful park. We sat down and had a picnic. And then I pulled out my painting book. And side by side, we painted a picture together. She painted on her side, I painted on my side. And it was such a good time of us just having a chat, getting to know each other, having a giggle. And of course, we had to do a Dancing with Dora together, didn't we? And I believe I have posted that one also on my channel. But obviously, when you post shorts on YouTube, there's not really a place to put much information. And I'm going to be honest, no one actually reads your descriptions anyway, so I didn't bother writing a description. But if you ever go back and see that video, that is the story of how I met Rach and why or how I end up doing a dance with her, and how it's so amazing to make friends on YouTube or Instagram or social media, because it's beautiful. I love that story. That would have made a really good spilling the tea. But anyway, you got a spilling the tea for free with that tea. Maria's got here. I drove a few years ago, freaked out, had to drive on the other side of the road. I don't think I would do that again. They are rude, Nick. Well, yeah, but you know what? I'm honest. They have a way of being, right? And who are we to judge, right? We've all got ways of being. I'm sure people judge me about the way I act and carry on. But you know what? It is okay. I don't care. And people will judge all of us. But as a country, they have a very, very high standard of, I guess, I don't know, they love their language. And you know what? I love their language too. If I could speak their language, I'd speak it. I know Nicholas can speak French, but they're also very, very, if you can't speak French properly with their accent, they will kick you to the curb. So, yeah, you know what? It is what it is. I think, but it also makes it special too, if that makes any sense. That, I'm not going to be, I don't get put up by that stuff. When you go to a country, I kind of think, well, you know what? It is what it is. I can't speak proper French. I can't speak French at all, really, other than parlez-vous English? Do you speak English? That's my, opening line to everything in France. And menage a trois. I'm joking, guys. I'm joking. I didn't say that. um, but end of the day, when people come to Australia, I'm going to be honest. Australians are quite racist here. We judge people that can't speak English. I don't personally, but there is a lot of people that judge people that come and live in Australia and don't articulate and don't, learn the language properly. And so, it is what it is. I just think, you know what, I'm okay to go to France, and they can judge me all they want. I don't care. Just don't care. And yes, they are rude, but you know what? I don't speak their language. I get it. I just find someone else to talk to. Thanks, Teacher Kelly. I love that story too. I have not told that story in a long time. Well, it hasn't come together because, okay, I'm not going to go further down. There's a whole lot of homeless people living down there, and it's not right to show people homeless. Simply Debbie Sue, I'm glad you got to hear that story. I love that story too. And I will make that video one day, because I tell you, that was one of my most fantastic days I've ever had traveling. Now, Paris just happens to be my favorite country in the world. So even though you guys are talking smack about my French friends, I don't care. And you know what? One day, you guys, if you follow me, keep on following me, you will see Dora living in Paris for 3 months. That is a goal of mine, is to live in Paris for 3 months and, feel the feel all the rudeness on me. Because I'm sure if I live there, I'm going to feel it, right? But I don't care. It doesn't matter. I still want to live there for 3 months to experience what it's like to walk the streets of Paris every day and, grocery shopping and, live in a small apartment. It costs you an absolute fortune. And, maybe I live in a cupboard or something. I don't know. I've seen videos of people living in really small quarters for like ridiculous money. I mean, I'm not going there to live in a big apartment, that's for sure. I want to live like the locals and live in, to be honest, I would love to live with our local. So, obviously, Dora, making friends. I've made friends with quite a few people that live in France, particularly Paris. My friend Rachel doesn't live in Paris anymore. She lives on the outskirts. So most people that I made friends with actually can't afford to live in Paris because it's so expensive. So maybe Dora might actually be able to, you know, my dream would be to find a house sit, guys. My dream would be to find a house sit. So I'm just putting it out to the universe, right? Putting it out to the universe, find a house sit in Paris. I mean, the perfect world would be a house swap. They could come stay in Australia for 3 months, use my car, and hopefully Diego would come with me because that'd be a bit weird if I left them in the house with Diego. Diego would come with us. So they'd have, they'd use 2 cars of ours and then we have access to their cars, right? Can you imagine, right? Can you imagine that story? Dora living in Paris, probably an apartment because most people have apartments in Paris, and she has access to a car. Can you imagine the trouble I'd get into? I would be on fire. I would be live streaming 24 hours a day. You'd be like, oh, stop this live streaming, Dora. We do not want to see any more Paris stuff. Here's Dora going on an adventure in a little car. I'd probably, go down to the French Riviera. Oh my gosh, can you imagine? It'd be so much fun. Actually, before it'd be Diego driving, I'd make Diego drive. Sometimes I go off by myself. I do like a solo adventure, guys, even if Diego was with me. Diego likes to do his own thing too. But I'm already thinking about that. I'm just putting it out to the universe. House sit, house swap. That'd be ideal. But, I could do a share accommodation thing, right? I could, live in someone else's house and have a bed. Hey, Susan! Susan! Menage a trois. I'm joking. We're just talking about France. You've probably been there for a while and I've just missed you. Yep, you've been there a while. I'm sure Susan has caught up with what I'm talking about. It's putting it out to the universe. Debbie Sue, I know you love Paris because I see the videos of you or pictures of you with your French curtain behind you. Or is it not curtain? It's what do you call it on the wall? Wallpaper. So you like French curtains? Oh no, you have Paris curtains. Okay, they are curtains. Okay, they're curtains. Yes. Well, Debbie Sue, that time will come that I will live in Paris for 3 months. I know it's going to happen. I put it out to the universe a couple of years ago. And obviously I've made some friends. Be nice to be able to, to go to Paris and actually have some friends to start with. And my friend Rachel goes into Paris probably about once a week. She doesn't live too far away. She lives probably about 40 minutes on the train. So she comes into Paris once a week. I think it'd be a great experience. Absolutely great experience living in Paris. Like I said, I'm obsessed. Absolutely obsessed. I'm obsessed with croissants and French wine, and French cheese, and French things. Just love Paris. And like, if you're a walker, you can walk the streets of Paris for like 3 months and still not get all down, go down all the streets, right? And that's what I would love to do is just walk the streets and paint. and paint. So my favourite thing to do when I was in Paris last year was not only have, catch up with my friend, Rach, who's now French. She's got a French passport now. I believe she's allowed to be dual citizen. You're allowed to be French/American. Or maybe she's not. I don't know. No idea. But anyway, she's also half Guatemalan, so I don't know how that all works. But anyway, she's got her passport now in France. But yeah, it'd be really good to catch up with her. But yeah, one of the things I love to do was go to cafes and paint, or go to the park and paint. So it doesn't have to cost you a fortune, because obviously if I'm going to live in Paris, it's going to cost an absolute bomb. I can't work. Maybe by then I actually am making a little bit of decent money out of YouTube, other than $20 a month like I am right now. But you know what? I'm not unhappy about that. That's my first month on YouTube, guys. First month on YouTube. Thank you for watching my videos and hyping my videos. I don't know if anyone hyped my videos. Some of you might have. But it all adds up, right? All those friendly faces I meet in other people's live streams, people that come to my live streams. And then I beg you to go watch my long form video. Thank you for coming and watch my long form videos. Some of them kick off, some of them don't. Whatever. But by you guys supporting and watching and liking and commenting, it all adds up. But you know what? The biggest thing for me is purely being the friendship, right? Like, you just heard me talk about my story about making friends on Instagram. And it's no different here, right? Look at me and Paul. Paul and I made friends literally because I was watching, his walking content, because I love walking. He walks on the beach. Oh, I like walking on the beach. Let's give him a subscribe. He's quite chatty in the comments. I'm quite chatty in the comments back. And suddenly I'm doing live streaming. And then suddenly, oh, hey, Paul, how you going? So a year ago, I started doing live streaming. I started probably in April last year. But it wasn't until I was in Samoa last year that I really got into live streaming and understanding how I could show an adventure and that random people would actually go watch it. So yeah, I was doing an adventure last year. I was seeing the blowholes in Samoa. And Paul's like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. And I was quite stunned that, people from different places around the world would tap into my live stream and check it out. So then I kind of understood. I'm like, of course they would. Like, they're at home. This is armchair travel, right? It's like, maybe there's something in this live streaming thing. Because I can't seem to make any, I can't make too much ground with my long form videos. Mind you, it doesn't help when you actually don't post many long form videos either. So I wasn't actually helping myself. But yeah, that's when I started liking live streaming. And you know what? I'm going to be honest. I'm going to blame Paul. Because if Paul didn't actually make friends with me and actually support my live streaming, it was nice to go to a live stream. I hardly ever schedule my live. I just pop up them. And then random people go, hi, how you going? Paul was there. And it made me feel like it was this is actually a good thing to do. He goes, hi, I'll be a moderator. So I made him a moderator. Not that I had many trolls back then anyway. But yeah, it was nice. And then he'd go, are you going to do any more lives? And I'm like, I don't know. And anyway, the next day, I did another live. And I think Paul was there. I was like, oh, hey, Paul. So this is pretty cool. And then, behold, a month later, I'm in Paris and in Luxembourg doing adventures. And there's Paul. And Paul's brought some friends. And some other friends join in. So yeah, it was an interesting way of, starting my live streaming. And I realised, I was like, oh, man, I get watch hours out of this. This is interesting. So yeah, that's how I started live streaming. Pure accident, literally pure accident. And it was purely because I made friends in the chat. And then since then, I've made lots of random friends, like Matt. Matt's a random friend. Matt never watches, no, I'm not saying he never watches my videos. He does. But he's not that into them. He's like, you know what, I'd rather watch live streams. He likes watching live streams. He has lots of people that he watches on live streams. And he's made friends with lots of people. Like Katie. And he's introduced me to lots of people. Like Katie from Alaska. Which I should go check out her videos again. I don't know why they never come up. Interesting place, YouTube. And obviously I've made really good friends with Susan. Love Susan. And I will definitely be meeting Susan, and she's on the cards. It's just going to happen. It's just going to happen. We know it's going to happen. So yeah, as much as I would say that I was about to, say that Instagram is not that great, it actually has been great, guys. It has been great. So long story short, I need to get hold of my friend Sharon in South Africa and organise to meet up with her. That was my long story to get to that story. Anyway, that was cool. Hopefully you enjoyed that little roundabout story. I enjoyed telling it. Oh, Susan's had lots of rain. I forgot about that. Susan's got here. I was lucky. I got a house sit in Paris for a month. Oh my God, Susan. Are you friends with them still? Are you still friends with them? Can you see if they're going away again? Oh my God, like whereabouts in Paris, Susan? Okay, so the dream is not lost, guys. It's pretty obvious that you can get them. Susan's got one. Susan had one. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Debbie Sue's got here. Paris wouldn't know what to do with this country bumpkin. Oh, I think they would, Debbie Sue. They would love to hear your stories. You could dub them in French. Hey, you should do that. Oh, actually, interesting. I mean, they say that our videos can be dubbed. Just for shits and giggles, Debbie Sue. I wonder if you should dub one of your videos in French and see what happens. And, tag it in French, French, France. Tell a story. Hey, tell a story about Debbie Sue going to France. Oh my gosh. Yes. Can we have a series about going to France, Debbie Sue, please? Please. And how you meet one of your friends called Dora in France and we dance together and we drink wine and cheese and paint together in a park. I'd love to hear that story. Who wants to hear that story? You got to know all the neighbours. See, that is gold. That is beautiful. That would be, oh, can you imagine? I'd be like, knock, knock on the door. Can I borrow some sugar? Because I'm going to bake a cake. Okay, let's be real. Dora's not making a cake. I'll be like, knock, knock. Can I borrow some soy sauce? Oh, you've got an Australian accent. Oh, where are you from? Oh, you're living here. Yes, I'm living here for 3 months. Oh, that's wonderful. Why don't you come in and have a cup of tea with us? Okay, cool. Oh, I'd love that. Imagine that, meeting all the neighbours, having a cup of tea, sometimes a cheeky wine. I would absolutely love that. So my dream's not too far away, guys. You got to believe in your dreams. You have to believe in your dreams. But no one owns cars in inner city Paris. They walked or bike ride. And that's okay. That's okay. I'm happy to bike ride or walk. Or, if you go away for a night away, catch the train. Ah, Susan's been there a while. Okay, Susan. Dora, typical me. Ignoring everyone in the chat. You know how it goes. Well, you know how I go. Yeah, Susan calls the cows in French. I love that when she does that. Debbie Sue's got here. I actually hyped your video this morning and shared it on my community post. Are you talking about me or are you talking about Susan? Either way, thank you for sharing my video or Susan's video or whoever's video. It's always nice when people share your videos. But Debbie Sue, can we talk about a story that you write, that you go, or someone goes, i.e. you, but you're telling a story of someone else, going to Paris? Oh my gosh, please, please, pretty please, please, Debbie Sue. I'd love to hear that story. Love to hear it. Okay, I must be way behind in the chat, guys, because I'm just at the section where teacher Kelly Tagg's got, I never schedule mine either. Okay, I'm far behind, but that's okay. And we have TDA Knives Adventures. G'day. Oh my God, is that my friend? Oh, what's his name? I forgot your name. John Black. Oh, John. Is it John? No, I know it. I met you on Doran's channel. And I've probably lost you now anyway because I've buried down the chat. Hopefully everyone said hello to him. Oh, yeah. Debbie Sue said hello. Everyone said hello. Everyone's saying hello. Hi, country. That would be a whole new channel. No, but can't you just doesn't have to be a whole new channel. It could just be like a series that you just, you went on holidays. It could be a dream. Debbie Sue, think about it, right? You know, the characters that you have already in your series and stuff like that. Well, you could talk about them having a dream. This is the dream they had one day. And you could tell them about the dream. They went to Paris. That'd be pretty cool. Okay, maybe not subbing it in French. That was just me carrying away, okay? Could I have a cup of sugar? Oui, oui. Merci beaucoup. I don't know. Parlez-vous France? Parlez-vous English, Susan? Menage à trois? I don't know. No idea. Merci beaucoup. Yep. My grade 8 French doesn't get me very far. Come to cold Melbourne. Yeah, no thanks. No thanks. I'm talking about you, Dora. Oh, okay. Thank you, Debbie Sue. So yes, if you haven't seen my latest video, it's pretty much what we just did this morning, guys. Me going to the beach, doing a jumping for joy, talking about the sunrise, talking about how grateful we are to see the sunrise. And we finished it with some steel drumming on the beach. Will I do that today? Maybe. I actually have probably got another 15 minutes up my sleeves, guys. I've got just a little later start this morning. Who would like to hear some steel drumming this morning? Susan, Dora does not speak French. Susan knows that. Yes, of course Susan's trying to go teach me some. So yeah, that would be great, Susan, because I'm sure I'm going to be asking someone for some sugar. I'd probably rather be saying, can you teach me now to say, can I borrow some wine? I'll pay you back later. No, that's silly. How about something like, hello, do you know how to turn, what's something that I probably would need? If I really thought about it, if I was living in France for 3 months in Paris, something might go wrong with the house, like the water turns off or electricity turns off. So it'd be like, Excuse me, well, no, I don't think that's French. That's Espanol. Excuse me? No, that's still Espanol, isn't it? I don't know. I don't know what the hell excuse me is. But knock, knock, knock. Hello. I'm Australian and I don't know how to turn the electricity back on. Can you help me? But that's what it'd be like to be able to say in French. Because you never know. I need to get ready, right? Because I'm going to do it one day. I am going to be living in France one day, in Paris, for 3 months. Crazy months. Okay. Hey, we've got Lauren. Hey, Lauren. I seem to catch you every time, Lauren. I'm about to finish up my live. Well, I've got 15 minutes, so let's do it, guys. That's a nice walk, guys. I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that. Okay. Well, we're going to set up, guys. It's a bit wet there tonight, under there today. That's where I sat yesterday. All right. Let's just figure out. Let's go get the steel drum. Jeez. That's a cute dog. All right. So, Nicholas, I'm not going to show my number plate for workplace health and safety, right? That's just a joke between me and Nicholas. Oh, actually, I've put it in here, haven't I? Aha. Hello, steel drum. Now, what else do I have? You know what I would be better? Because I'm normally always having to hold the phone. It's very annoying. Very annoying holding the phone, right? When I'm trying to do the drums. So we're going to get professional here, guys. Let's see what crap we have in the back of my car. Guess what we have in the back of the car? We have a tripod. That could help. Okay, first of all, I just need to have some water because I'm thirsty. Oops, stay. All right. Next thing, I need to bring the box for the the box for the drum. So that way I've got a stand. Okay, tripod, water. Oh, box. All right. All right. I'm gonna sit. Okay. I'm gonna put you up there for a second. Getting a bit warm, guys. Hot in here. Gotta take off my clothes. Okay. We're gonna do this. So this is my $15 tripod I got from Bali with the selfie stick. It's pretty cool, actually. Cool day. All right. All right, let's do this. Let's get down. Let's get down. Let's get down. Whoops. All right. That's it. She's getting a puppy today. Well, she's getting, oh no, there was something about a puppy. She was going to have a puppy. Okay, hold on. Let me get this going, guys. Okay, so, whoops. Now, if I got this in front of me, let's set this up. Hope Oops. Okay, hold on. Just bear with me. Let me try to get you in the tripod. Mm. Okay, it looks like it's stuck. So I've done something wrong. Oh well. You're back. Oh, okay, I'm back. There you go. Can you give me a thumbs up? You can hear it and you can see the drum. Okay, perfect. Thanks, Debbie Sue. Make sure you put a like in the light, please, in the live stream. I always forget to ask. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I don't just do that for you guys. I actually really enjoy playing that music. There's something about it. The vibration just feels so nice on your soul. And to have done it 2 days in a row is pretty cool. So if you want to hear more of that, there is my latest video has about 5 minutes of me playing that. So if you're interested in that, go check that out. Okay, let's see if I can try to get you out of here without turning the live stream off. Probably not. Oh, there we go. It's perfect on the beach. Yeah, it is, isn't it? All right. right, guys. Well, I'm going to say love and leave you. And I'm going to leave you at the beach. See you guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. And we'll see you another day. Bye.